They're in the hands of the starter, in behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate, and back upstairs to the race call. Here is Vance Cameron.
Rock and Roll K's, Woodmere Heather M. Woodmere Jade, Rosetown Mary. Look over your Redland Miss Pretty. Our girl Annie is outside. It's the third division of the Atlantic Sire Stakes. This one's an A division for $14,640. Post time. The rough and pacing Woodmere Heather M and Rock and Roll K's are leaving out. Joining them for third, look over your Woodmere Jade at the rail fourth. Coming three wide in fifth, that is Redland Miss Pretty. Then in sixth, Rosetown Mary trailing the field. Our girl Annie up the backstretch they go. Rock and Roll K's by a couple for Kenny Murphy. They're three wide in behind her now. Redland Miss Pretty takes second. Woodmere Jade at the rail third. Woodmere Heather M is now fourth. Look over your hash fifth. There goes our girl Annie sixth. Trailing the field, a Rosetown Mary. Serious, and I mean serious opener. Boom! Just like that, 27 and 1 was the quarter. And that's Rock and Roll K's halfway home now. Woodmere Jade is second. Racing third. In at the rail, Woodmere Heather M. Fourth on the outside is Redland Miss Pretty. Our girl Annie on the outside fifth. Look over your sixth. Now the trailer. That is Rosetown Mary. 56 and 1 was the opening half mile. Rock and Roll K's the leader. Woodmere Jade is there second. Here comes our girl Annie on the outside. Now third. Woodmere Heather M at the rail fourth. Look over your on the outside fifth. Rosetown Mary sixth. Now the trailer. Redland Miss Pretty. 3/4 in 1. 25 and 4. Eighth of a mile left to go now. Rock and Roll K's the leader. Woodmere Jade second. Our girl Annie third. Way wide and look over your fourth. Deep stretch now on the wire. Rock and Roll K's got there for Kenny Murphy. Second is our girl Annie. We're going to need a show photo. Here's the trip. 155 and 2.
Well, exciting stretch drive here for you in race number 4. Atlantic Sires takes action for the fillies here, and our girl Andy had to get it, make a 3-high move there over Barrio to get out of some traffic in the back, but they weren't catching Rock and Roll K's here tonight. Sent off at 1-4, Peter. Looked great all the way.
Yeah, I liked her, Lee, on the inside here tonight. I know Kenny would want to boss it. He did, 27 and 1. They were coming after her, the 2, the 3, and the 6. All early wanted a piece of her. No way. 27 and 1, 56 and 1, 125 and 4. And here's a nice tight shot of the one, Rock and Roll K's and Kenny Murphy on the slow-mo from UMI here tonight. They hit the wire first, 155 and 2. Like you said, our girl Annie a good second here tonight, but they weren't getting to the one, Rock and Roll K's. She goes gate to wire in the fourth.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a late judges inquiry underway in the fourth race. It involves the 3 Woodmere Jade for a possible pylon violation in the final quarter mile. Results of the judge's inquiry, no violations. Excellent trip of 55-2 by Rock and Roll K's here in the fourth race, Sire Stakes Division. She's going to the winner's circle. Rock and Roll K's, Bay Pacing Philly 3 by Tobago K's off the Camluck Dam, Timel Extra. Owned by Hardcore Racing of Belfast, bred by Blaine Tebow of Kensington. Trained by Jeff Holmes, Kenny Murphy put her on top at every call and guides her to a new pacing record of 155-2. Rock and Roll K's in the Atlantic Sire Stakes with the trackside presentation.